Unbelievable. All right, Joe Biden emerges from isolation this week and stumbles all over himself. Some Democrats are now jumping ship. We'll show you why next. He has to run for president from his house. It's not his fault, but it's not going well.
And in addition to that, we have to make sure that we are in a position that we are. Well, let me go to the second thing. I've spoken enough of that.
Now, it took Team Biden almost a whole week to install a camera in his house. Now, I'm in the business. It only takes a day. He's having trouble with a teleprompter, and he's also having trouble telling the truth.
When I left the United States Senate, I became a professor at the University of Pennsylvania.
Not really. Joe never taught a single class at UPenn. Not once. He just got an honorary degree when he left the Obama White House. That's it. Then there were other things that didn't make any sense at all. Biden went on The View to explain how he would fight coronavirus.
We have to take care of the cure. That will make the problem worse no matter what. No matter what.
What? Taking care of the cure will make the problem worse? Unfortunately, there was more where that came from.
The good news is the bad news. The bad news is people know me. The good news is they know me.
Now, as Joe started doing more interviews, things got even more awkward. Here he is on MSNBC.
Why doesn't he just act like a president? That's a stupid way to say it.
You know, Donald Trump was asked on...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, probably best I don't. I don't know, it's like watching a yo-yo. I shouldn't have said it that way. It's like watching...
It feels that way. I want to ask you... It's okay.
I'm starting to feel sorry for this guy. I really am. He's not even paying attention to the coronavirus guidelines.
Excuse me.
You know, you're supposed to cough into your elbow. I don't know, sir. I learned that actually covering your White House.
Actually, that's true, but fortunately, I'm alone in my home, but that's okay.
All right.
I agree. You're right.
You should it's kind of old school to do it with your hand.
Now, we know Joe isn't alone in his home because we know he's not running the camera feed by himself. So should he just turn the camera off and lay low until the virus breaks? Joining us to answer that question, Steve Hilton, host of The Next Revolution. So, what do you think, Steve?
I say, please, no, Joe, don't lay low. Keep going. We love it. Honestly, Jesse, a few months ago, actually, on my show, we started this regular segment, the Joe Biden comedy segment. Every single week, he provided us new material. You've just showcased some of it right there. He's just, as we were just saying, he's a gift that keeps on giving. What is hilarious about Joe Biden is that he is making such a mess of this, and it's going to be a disaster for him, both politically in the short term and the long term. In the short term, he's trying to put himself out there desperately, even though no one's really interested in what he's got to say, by showing that he would be a better leader than President Trump. He's got the experience. He would handle this crisis better. But every time he tries to do that, he just makes a fool of himself and basically comes across like what he looked like there, which is a doddery old fool, the last person you want in a crisis like this. And then his attitude on China and trade and all the other things, for the long term, he's the last person we need to handle this situation or any other.
We're going to keep watching him from his library, and we'll see what he says, and you're going to be covering it on your Sunday show, and we'll be tuning in. Thank you very much. Up next.
Thank you, Jesse.